Recognize these London landmarks? Wander through Westminster and you'll feel like you've been here before, even if it's your very first visit to England. Big Ben strikes the hour as a double-decker bus breezes past the Houses of Parliament. Westminster Abbey is just across the street. The 700-year-old Abbey is a living part of British history, with royal coronations since the time of William the Conqueror, and more recently, the mourning of millions for the funeral of Princess Diana. This tree-lined street is the Mall, decked out today with Union Jacks and stretching from Trafalgar Square to another of the most recognized buildings in the world. Just over my shoulder is Buckingham Palace, or Buck House as they like to call it around here. Tomorrow I'm going to be heading into Buckingham Palace and I'm going to be meeting with Prince Philip. Yes, Philip and I and a number of journalists are going to be meeting in the music room. They've already told us there's lots of royal protocol involved. First of all, when I first meet him, I have to curtsy. Refer to him as Your Royal Highness, and then anytime I speak with him after that, I call him Sir. "70 travel journalists from around the world are invited to this royal reception at Buckingham Palace, a stately show of support for British tourism during this economic downturn. The last time Prince Philip hosted something like this was during the foot and mouth outbreaks of 2001. We arrive in style, 2 double-decker buses pulling through the front gates of Buckingham Palace. I'm told this has never happened before. Stopping right on the forecourt where the changing of the guard gets so much attention. Buckingham Palace is one of the few working royal palaces in the world today. The Queen spends her work week here in the palace and is normally at Windsor Castle for the weekend. If the sovereign standard is flying from the palace's main flagpole, you know Her Majesty is in residence. Staterooms like this gorgeous green drawing room, furnished with some of the treasures from the royal collection, are all part of the Queen's working headquarters. The green drawing room, where today's royal reception is being held, leads to the throne room and is part of the ceremonial route from the guard room at the top of the grand staircase to the throne. You can actually hear a hush falling over the room as His Royal Highness arrives, but unfortunately you can't really hear what's being said very well. After shaking hands with some of his guests, the prince turns asking why we've all gotten so quiet. The 88-year-old prince is known for his mischievous sense of humor, and he obviously charms the crowd. It really was a thrill for me, and despite being pretty nervous, I did manage my curtsy and my royal greeting just fine. And as you can see, that's me with the red scarf on. I was even able to talk with Prince Philip when he asked me a question about my work. You probably won't get a chance to see Buckingham Palace quite this way, but you can tour these stunning staterooms during the summer, open this year from July 26th to September 30th.